Good morning, students. Today we will have our another lecture of theory of machine, and today we will discuss about vibration. So let's start with what is vibration. So basic concept of vibration we will start from this. So vibration is a mechanical phenomena whereby oscillation occur about an equilibrium point. That means when there is an oscillation in any machine element, that means there is a certain properties which is occurring on that is known as vibration. All bodies having mass and elasticity are capable of producing vibration. That means if a body is having mass and elasticity, then that are capable of producing vibration. The mass is inherent of the body and elasticity causes relative motion among its parts. In that, the mass is inherent of that body, and whereas the elasticity causes the relative motion among its parts of that machine. When body particles are displaced by application of external force, the internal force in the form of elastic energy is present in the body. That means when a particle is displaced certain position, that means if we are applying a force on certain object, let us suppose this is an object, we are applying a force towards this, that it will displace its position. So due to this displacement inertial form, internal force obviously will develop inside that body, and that will be present in the form of elastic energy in that object. In this way, vibratory motion is repeated indefinitely and exchange of energy takes place. That means vibration motion is repeated in interval time, indefinite time, and exchange of energy takes place due to these cases. Now we'll discuss about some basic definitions which is normally related to vibration. That means the first one is periodic motion, a motion which repeat itself after equal interval of time, that is known as periodic motion. Periodic motion is what? A motion which repeat. That means if a motion is repeating its style or which cycle after one by one period, then that is known as periodic motion. Time period, time taken to complete one cycle is known as time period. Frequency, frequency is what? Number of cycles per unit time. So number of cycles per unit time is known as frequency. That means frequency will be reciprocal of time period. Amplitude, the maximum displacement of a vibrating body from its equilibrium position. That means the maximum displacement. Let us suppose this is the base axis and this is the maximum. So this height is the maximum amplitude. That means till that height it can rectify or it can travel. That means the maximum displacement of a vibrating body is known as its amplitude. Natural frequency, when no external force acts on the system after giving it an initial displacement, the body vibrates. These vibrations are called free vibration and their frequency is natural frequency. That means if on any system there are no external force which is acting on that system, that means the initial displacement, and that means let us suppose you are giving an initial displacement on a system and there is no external force acting on that system, nonetheless the body vibrates. At that point of time, these vibrations are known as free vibration. That means when an object is vibrates due to its internal force without any external force acting on that object, that type of vibration are so known as free vibration, and their frequencies are known as natural frequency. It is expressed in radian per second or hertz. Now fundamental mode of vibration. The fundamental mode of vibration of a system is the mode having the lowest natural frequency. If any system is having this lowest natural frequency, then that mode is known as fundamental mode of vibration. Degree of freedom is what? The minimum number of independent coordinates required to specify the motion of a system at any instant is known as degree of freedom. That means the number of coordinates which is required to specify a system independently, that means to move it independently, these are known as degree of freedom. Now the types of vibration. So starting from free vibration. So what is free vibration? In free vibration, the object is not under the influence of any kind of outside force. That means object is not influenced by any type of force, then that vibration is known as free vibration. What is longitudinal vibration? Now free vibration is classified into three types, that is longitudinal, transverse and torsional. So what is longitudinal vibration? When the particles of the body move parallel to the axis of the body, then the vibration is known as longitudinal vibration. That means if the particle of the body move parallel to axis of the body, whereas when the particle of the move nearly perpendicular to the axis of the body, then the vibration is known as transverse vibration. If the particle moves parallel, then that is known as longitudinal. If the particle moves perpendicular, then that is known as transverse. Now what is torsional vibration? When the particle of the body move in a circle about the axis of the body, then the vibration is known as torsional vibration. That means if the particle of a body move in a circle about the axis of a body, then that is known as torsional vibration. That means if the body moves parallel, then that is longitudinal. If the body move nearly perpendicular, then that is known as transverse. And if the body move in a circular arrangement, then that is known as torsional vibration. Now these are the few diagrams or representation of longitudinal, transverse and torsional vibration. So you can see that this is the case of longitudinal vibration, that is the reciprocating motion. This is to and fro motion, and this is rotary motion. This is, we can say, that is reciprocating. I am writing here. This can be written as, this will be written as reciprocating. For this one, this will be to and fro, and this will be R rotary, that means ROTARY. This will be our rotary motion. So the longitudinal vibration will be reciprocating motion, transverse vibration will be to and fro motion, and the torsional vibration will be the rotary motion. Now what is forced vibration? The vibration is mainly classified into two types, that is free and forced. So we have already discussed free vibration. Then now what is forced vibration? That means when a periodic disturbing force keeps the body in vibration throughout its entire period of motion. That means an external force is being applied to keep the body vibrating throughout its periodic motion, then that type of force is known as, that type of vibration is known as forced vibration. Such vibration is said to be forced vibration. The frequency of vibration of the body is same as that of the frequency of the applied force. That means an external force, this is the damper or damping element, is being attached in the cross section or in the actual arrangement, so that the whole arrangement keep in vibration throughout its entire period of motion. Then this type of motion is generally known as forced vibration. Now we will discuss what is damped vibration. That means what is damper. If the vibrating system has a damper, the motion of the system will be dissipated in friction. This type of vibration is called damped friction. So this is the damper which is mainly attached so that the actual motion or the actual force being inputted or being dissipated by the spring being absorbed by this damper. That means it actually absorbs whole the out force or oscillatory motion which is being transferred by the spring to balance the situation or to balance the entire machine or object in equilibrium position. That means if the vibrating motion has a damper, the motion in system will be dissipated. That means it will be dissipated in friction. Then this type of motion is known as generally damped vibration. So if we have to represent a damped vibration, then you have to put a damper like this, and with this is the spring of stiffness K. Now what is undamped vibration? On the contrary system, when the system having no damper is known as undamped vibration. This sense you can see that there are no damper, only a spring is attached. There is no damping element like this is being attached in that. So this will be known as undamped vibration. If there is damper attached, then it is damped vibration. If there is no damper, then it is known as undamped vibration. This was all about the basic nomenclatures or the basics of vibration. Just we have to study in this semester only basics of vibration. That means what is vibration, what are the types. Now let us go through few points, that is what are the main causes and what are the effects of this vibration. So the frequency is measured in hertz. The vibration frequency will obviously measured in hertz. Humans are most sensitive to vibration 2 to 10 hertz. Two types of vibration transferred to hands and arm joints. Hands-on vibration, which is by white finger, and vibration transferred to entire body, that is body vibration. That means if a vibration is transferred to hand, that is known as hand arm vibration, and if vibration transferred to entire body, that is known as body vibration. Symptoms of white finger. What is white finger? Special cold, ability decrease, pain in hands, arm, lose of sensibility. These are the symptoms of white finger. Causes, what are the causes for that? These are the causes, that is vibrating tools, noise, smoking, diabetes. These are the mainly causes for that. Now, what are the prevention that should be used for vibration, to remove the vibration or to avoid vibration? Appropriate design of machines, appropriate tool. You have to appropriately design the machines, or we have to use appropriate tools. acquisition of materials and vehicle that causes least vibration. We have to consider those materials for vehicles which will cause least amount of vibration. Machines well maintained, there should be proper maintenance in frequent time of machines, using vibration damping hand clasp and vibration damping gloves. We have to use damping instruments, we have to use to reduce the amount of vibration. Limit the exposure duration, avoid it suffering white finger. Job rotation, avoid cold. So these are the few points which should be used for the prevention of vibration. That means to avoid vibration we have to use these are all points. So these are all about vibration. We have to go through all, since in this semester which I have already told you that we have to just go through the basics of vibration. So I have already discussed what are the basics. Just go through this and have a self note, or rather made a self note, and if you have any query then let me know. I will discuss you in next class. So thank you for attention in the class.